Hi again. There's two important by-elections on February the 23rd, Stoke Central and Copeland, both rock-solid Labour seats. However, in Stoke Central, u.k.i.p leader, the aptly named Paul Nuttall, is bookies' favourite. He's currently under attack for lying about his residency, an invented PhD, and a made-up story about being present at the Hillsborough disaster. I don't believe this will make one iota of difference. Trump faced far more serious accusations. Didn't prevent his victory, did it? Will Labour lose Copeland? If they do, it will be because of Labour voters defecting to u.k.i.p, thus enabling the Tories to sneak over the line in first place. If Labour somehow retain these seats, it will be, ironically, considered an astounding victory. Whatever the result, it's more problems for an increasingly irrelevant Corbyn. All political dialogue is on the 50 shades of right-wing darkness. Despite picking up hundreds of thousands of members, Labour drifts helplessly to the extent there is no official opposition worth mentioning. One thing is guaranteed on the 23rd, a low turnout of voters, and the working class getting the blame if u.k.i.p wins Stoke Central. The Liberal left commentariat will have a field day, thus adding further to working class alienation, the populist right-wing protest vote, and this continuing rightward drift. It's not so much that my class have gone right-wing here in the UK. It's a whole system that has been heading in that direction for decades, dragging millions of voters with it. It's built up in the Thatcher legacy, privatisation, increased wealth gaps, impoverishment, debt, nationalism, demonisation of the poor, an endless litany. It's the political classes of the right, left and centre who bear the overwhelming brunt of blame for everything that is crumbling around us. They won't even recognise housing as a human right, any of them. The working class isn't to be blamed for the consequences of Brexit or protest voting u.k.i.p. We've been ignored, marginalised almost beyond endurance and deprived of a voice. The entire blame for this political dysfunction lays with the successive governments of millionaires working almost exclusively in the interests of global billionaires. If the working class are to be blamed for anything, it's for their stultifying passivity in the face of worsening conditions on every level, not protest voting. Indeed, like the other classes, the working class is in a state of confusion, but the entire political class always hate and fear us and our untapped revolutionary potential. Anarchists, others of such like temperament, don't wait for election results to change anything. Direct action, defiance, solidarity, confrontation, leading to uprisings are what we call for immediately, even if it does nothing but slow what's happening, creating a space for genuine alternatives to emerge. Now is not the time for activists to be despondent, but we should shed illusions, recognise that here in the UK we already live in an electoral one-party state with a mere facade of democracy that cannot meaningfully reform itself even in its own survival interests. The resulting forthcoming chaos and disintegration has many possibilities, not all of them Trumpoid-like nightmares. Bye.